It is 8:32 in the morning time on this Thursday morning, January 30th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Chillo Morning News on this Thursday morning, January 30th, 2020. God, God, oh, no! Good morning, y'all. This lovely Thursday morning, January 30th, 2020. 22 degrees in Naughton, Massachusetts. Top stories out of Peter Chillo Morning News at 8:33 is impeachment trial Q&A enters last day before moving on to vote on witnesses. India confirms its first coronavirus case. Rand Paul frustrated after John Roberts rejects his whistleblower question in Senate impeachment trial. Trump signs USMCA trade deal to replace nightmare NAFTA. Biden acknowledges he might die in office. He's an old guy. Rival campaigns say Trump and create hits are more than Biden. Former Patriots defenseman lineman Larry Eisenhower dies at 79. Documents show Bernie Sanders' team prepared dozens of potential executive orders. Doug Collins expected to step down as top Republican Judiciary Committee. Lawmakers compared Trent's health care for minors to the Nazi experiments and backtracks. Packing to Houston update suspect charged with abuse of corpse captured by Ohio by U.S. Marshals. Coronavirus Delta Airlines reduced the flights between U.S. and China in mid-outbreak. Passed it in a summit UN resolution against Trump plan. Trump criticized his House Democrats over war powers bill after telling lawmakers to vote their heart. Foreigners that lifted from Chinese city at heart of coronavirus outbreak. Parliament City Council makes changes and proposed nightlife ordinances. Coronavirus fears said stop stumbling again. Okay, look at that. Stops now. Up 11.60 at 2734.45. SP 5 down 2.84 at 3273.40. And NASDAQ up 5.48 at 9275.16. Telescope captures most detailed pictures yet of the sun. Trump NASA spacecraft breaks its own record with another swing by the sun. Two satellites narrowly avoided hitting each other, Pennsylvania officials said. U.S. life expectancy goes up for the first time since 2014. Jack Ma pledges $14.5 billion to help fight coronavirus. Arkansas parties to be tested for coronavirus health officials said. And the death toll in China from the mysterious new virus climbed to 170 Thursday after 30 people died from the day before as foreign government said April 3rd. Citizens from the coronavirus stricken country. China rebukes United States over to the human rights bill. Treasury censures pro-Russian officials way over Korea. This week marks the one-year anniversary of the Migrant Protection Protocols program that has sent more than 60,000 migrants back across the border to wait for their immigration hearings in American courts. Jerry orders American Apple chip maker to pay $1.1 billion for the violated Caltech patent. Senate question pays off impeachment trial. Airlines say new emotional support rules make health flights safer and healthier. Representative Zoe Lofgren's only members of the Congress who worked on all three modern impeachment bills or fellow Democrat measures has been lead on. China again China that it's the United States and urges to stop interfering. It's international business after the U.S. House of Representatives passed legislation to support of human rights in Tibet. Trump administration has imposed sanctions against the Moscow-based private railway company, said the Russian-backed official connection with Russian 30% combined the Ukrainian Peninsula of Crimea. Drive-by shooting as Ottober. Apartment house residents around Parker Street shaken. Norfolk Solely hardware store is closed at era. A 38-year-old Sikh New Bedford man was killed Wednesday afternoon when the car was driven rolled off Interstate 185 in Seacock. On when it comes to marijuana host agreements, the Silver City is the poster child for how they should be handled according to current and former city officials. Taunton police snap 2 and Senator Big Robbery takes the tips and leads. Great, but just to take over the Bergen Parkway side and now close Lowe's as Home Improvement Store created a new bus deported Grizzly equipment special community members on Wednesday. In Salem, Mass, a disabled train is causing community rail delays at a Rockford line Salem. The MTA said Rockford train 104 stopped due to mechanical issue. The train is about 45 minutes past scheduled. Train is being assisted by train 156 make local stops and routes to North Central covered passengers. The MTA said that. Peter Children's time, 8:39. Time now for Sports Report. Boston Celtics taking on the Golden State Warriors tonight at the Garden game time, 8 o'clock. The 49ers are fast, but they're not the lead to the Zoom. Novak Djokovic top Roger Federer reach 8 Australian Open final. And Texas Kings honor Kobe Bryant, Soviet kid takes that number 1 Ash Rabani reach Australian Open final. Peter Children's time is 8:39. Time now for Peter Children traffic and transit check. Baby on the MBTA. Not only there is problems on the Newburyport line. Oh my gosh, Newburyport lines. Players the delays on Newburyport trains 156, Melbourne train 191, Rockford train 106, Newburyport train 158. Newburyport right line trains significantly is due to disabled train 104 being assisted by train 156 south of station caused by a mechanical issue. And Fitchburg train 410, 810 from Rochester Martin, Rochester Martin, 15:25 minutes past come due to labor on the outbound train 401 to Fitchburg line train 408, 710 from Rochester Martin, 10:20 minutes past come between Charlie and North section due to crossing gate issue, and otherwise looking good on the ferries. Okay, look at that was the Bowies in the Wiggins, 95, South Baptist, so particular Providence at 95, North Baptist, so between 30, so walking in downtown Providence, 25, West Baptist, so between Seacock down to East Providence, 146 at the South Baptist, so between 59 and 95 downtown Providence, and 146 at the North Baptist, slow around 160 to Lincoln Stretch, and 89, North Baptist, so between 126 and 122 to Lincoln Stretch, and 130 to the West Baptist, also Jamestown, Jamestown, Newport, Bottom Cigar, Bridges on, looking good. 24 the North Baptist from 149 to 485 in the top area. 85 North Baptist slow between Route 1 and Shadow to 120 and Captain, then Route 24 North Baptist slow before 120 and Captain, Route 3 the North Baptist slow between 18 and Wayman and Braintree Split 7 Expressway slow between Braintree Split down and downtown Boston, 93 Buffett downtown Boston backed up. Mass Bank eastbound slow between 8 o'clock. We had the 7 Expressway downtown Boston and Mass Bank westbound slow between Long River and the Fruit Tunnel and 93 southbound side slow between. And overall, we had the downtown Boston, one way and North Baptist, repeatedly stretch, one way, South Baptist, between Linfield, Oregon, and Lexington, Route 3, and South Baptist, between 485, low down to Milwaukee, and 485 and the North Baptist, between the 85 Milford and 485, North Baptist, also had the Mass Bank in Westport, 485 and the South Baptist, over 290 in Barber, and 290 eastbound, so 146 in the Route 9 in Worcester. Peter Chill, news time is 8:41, time now for weather report. Sunny skies, high about 34 degrees for today. Don't put about 6 miles, coming in the afternoon for tonight. Partly clouds, about 18 degrees. Lot of wind for Friday. Most of the time, skies about 42 degrees, a low 29. Southwest about 5 and 7 miles an hour. Shiver the calm wind. And for Saturday, slight changes right after 10 a.m. Mostly clouds about 42, about 27 degrees. Light northeast wind, just is 20%. Sunday, partly sunny skies about 42, about 30 degrees. West about 3 to 6 miles an hour. And for Monday, sunny part clouds about 50, low about 32 degrees. West about 3 to 7, 9 miles an hour. And for Tuesday, mostly clouds about 51, low about 36 degrees. Light southwest wind. And for Wednesday, just mostly clouds about 49 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chance is 30%. Right now, north it is 22. That's going to be it for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this. First morning, 23rd, 2020. Viewers, hope you have a good morning. Goodbye to you all. So we have new time for a new time report. Hope you have a good morning.